This is Kevin Smith. I'm with Crescat Capital. We're at the Beaver Creek Precious Metals Summit, and I'm here with Darwin Green, who's Executive Chairman of Onyx Gold. Darwin, just tell us a little bit about Onyx Gold.
Well, Onyx, we're a junior explorer in Canada. We were actually created about a year ago, so a fairly new company, focused on Ontario and Yukon. We got a really nice land package right up in the Snowline Gold District, with some great intrusion-related targets there, and we've got a massive land position in the Timmins camp in Canada, one of Canada's, Canada's largest producing mining camp.
Right. So Crescat is an investor in Onyx Gold, and we invested because they have property in the Yukon that Quentin, our geologist director at Crescat, is extremely excited about, but they also have this big property package in the Timmins Gold Camp that they have consolidated, and I think it's the biggest property package in Timmins of a junior right now.
Yeah, for sure, and it's something that doesn't happen overnight. Camps like that, they've been around for 100 years. They're very competitive, very mature camps, and very congested with other people. And we just, this has been a multi-year campaign for us that predated Onyx and the precursor to Onyx, which was high gold mining. And just like we've done over 30 deals within the
30
camp.
30 deals,
Yeah,
wow.
And it quietly assembled what we think is, a very, very attractive land position. It was, the nucleus to it was the former Croesus mine, which has these, was a spectacular high-grade past producer. You can go to the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto, and some of the biggest, most beautiful specimens come from that mine. And that was a bit of a blessing and a curse, because what happened, there was a giant staking rush in like 1909 when this was found, and there's these patents that have been tied up for over 100 years in family states. So we did the heavy lifting, grinding away, assembling all that, and now
a lot of meetings over the kitchen table with a lot of different prospects.
Yeah, that kind of thing, right? And people that have now all over the world now that own these things, and fortunately we were able to work out deals that we thought were fair deals, and then we systematically went about exploring it. We've already made 2 discoveries there. We think we're onto something very significant at our Argus zone. We've got a multi-million ounce deposit that's now over 4 million ounces on one side of us called Fed and Gib. McEwen Mining's Black Fox Mining Complex, which is over 3 million ounces, is on our southern border. And just along trend further, there's another plus 13 million ounces. So there's a lot of gold in the neighborhood, and what we have is an area that's been grossly underexplored, and we're getting to it, and already, it's very early days, we're making significant discoveries. And it's a nice barbell approach for us to, in the summer we can work in the Yukon, and we really like our assets there. Timmins, we can work year round, and our view is when you look at the big takeovers, the Great Bears, the Osiskos, the one where the biggest premiums have been paid to date, they're often in those tier 1 established mining jurisdictions where you got power and people and, all the things. We love the Yukon, don't get me wrong, but I think the threshold's a little lower in a place like Timmins as well. So, that's our mandate to explore both. Raw explorer, we're certainly a great value opportunity right now as well.
The market cap is for what you guys have going on, it seems to me the market cap is pretty low, and that's attractive to us. So we're invested for 2 reasons: the opportunity in the Yukon to go after one of these big reduced intrusion style gold systems like Snowline, and you should, I encourage the audience to go to their website, look at Onyx Gold, look at their corporate presentation, and I think they have some pictures in there of the sheeted vein system up in the Yukon that looks a lot like Snowline's Valley deposit and one of their other reduced intrusion gold discoveries that they have, or early stage ones at least. But anyway, that's why we invested.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you've been making Snowline-like discoveries in Timmins, right?
Yeah, well, it's nice to have that diversity. Yeah, I mean, when you're drilling 50 meters at 2 grams, I think the irony here is we're doing that next to a highway on a brand new prospect, an area surrounded with multi-million ounce deposits. And thus far, it's a bit of a sleeper discovery. It's a very early stage thing. I think the market's going to catch on soon. We're planning to hit it hard with additional drilling soon. I think you make that next to Snowline. If you did that last year, we probably would have gone up $2 on the news, right? It's But we love our Yukon properties too. You're absolutely right. We've got great sheeted veining on surface where we've got great gold numbers from it. We've been doing the legwork this year. We had a couple fly camps out there. We didn't drill it this year, and we're waiting to see which way the direction was going. And it was a bit of a tough year for the territory, but I think that's a cloud that's going to pass, a storm that's going to pass, and it just gives us the ability to work a couple things at the same time, which is, I don't know, I think as an investor, it's nice to have that exposure to multiple things.
All right, and I really think this Tevin story is coming along great. I'm excited to hear about it. I mean, this is where you've seen stories like Great Bear, and get taken out for a lot of money. That was Kenross, right? And
Yep.
and then Goldfields recently came in and bought Osisko's Windfall.
Another couple $1 billion transaction. Yeah, they're big transactions, right? And it's the land of big discoveries, and we feel like we're the go-to explorer there. We're onto something new. It's very early days, so there's some risk with it. But that's you look at Great Bear and you actually follow its discovery. It wasn't a $30 stock on day one. It takes a bit for the market to really recognize what you have, and then you get some momentum drilling it and growing it. And we kind of feel like we're right at the very front end of that now. And that sounds fairly confident, but we've been in this business a bit, and we've been involved with different discoveries in our days, and we're very excited. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Darwin Green, Onyx Gold, go check it out. It's listed on the TSX Venture Exchange. Onyx is a symbol as well, ONYX, and go look at their presentation. It's pretty interesting.
Thanks so much,
Darwin.
Kevin.
All right.
Really appreciate it.
Take care.